Hi everyone, it's Shannon and thank you so much for watching. I am back with one of my best and worst videos, and today we're going to be talking about the best and worst DVC one bedrooms. So I want to thank my DVC Points community on Facebook for their insight. I did put a poll up and they've been helping me with these videos. I actually agreed. The studios, I had some disagreements and I kind of presented those, but the one bedrooms I actually really agreed with. So we're going to go through, and again, this is more about the best. There really aren't any worst. I will say there's some that I prefer more than others, and we'll get into why, but I don't think there's a bad one bedroom, and what might be not suitable for my family could be very ideal for your family. So take that in mind, and I'll try and kind of explain why I don't like it and why somebody else might like it. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Now, I did just kind of mention My DVC Points. So first off, My DVC Points is a podcast hosted by Chad Pennycuff, and he has created a whole slew of spin-offs. There's the Community Hall that's live on YouTube and Facebook on Sunday nights at 9. There's Plus Platoon, which is a show regarding talking about the latest Disney Plus shows. There's my podcast that I co-host called DVC Newscast, where we go over Disney specific news. Try to stick to more something that relates to Disney Vacation Club, but we do include all types of Disney news, something that we think as DVC members we would be interested in. So we have so definitely check out My DVC Points and the My DVC Points community on Facebook. With that, let's go ahead and get started. So again, I have my little cheat sheet. Last time I did on my phone, it didn't really work as well. So today I did print it up and we're going off of that. And there are 12 one bedrooms, because not every resort, so Polynesian doesn't have a one bedroom, but then Jambo has two versions. So Jambo has the regular one bedroom, and then it also has the value. So I did keep those in different categories because they're different setups. So remember, this is what we're talking about is actually just the specific room. We're talking about the setup of the room, the layout, the kitchen. So some have a galley kitchen, some have a full kitchen, or like a kind of open kitchen layout like Old Key West. So there's different types of layouts in each of them. Some sleep 4, some sleep 5. So we'll talk about that as well. So again, I don't think there's any bad one bedrooms. There were some that were not voted for, that didn't get any votes, but again, there wasn't any that people said, I hate that one, or that one doesn't work. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to do this a little differently than I did the last one, and I'm going to go basically up the row. So there's 12, so I'm going to start with 12 and move up, and then I'll just kind of explain whether they sleep 5 or 4. I think they're trying to get the one bedrooms now because a lot of the one bedrooms were sleeping 4, but the studios were sleeping 5, so the one bedrooms were like the last ones to go. I think they're trying to switch that. So as we're seeing with the refurbishments, with the Saratoga Springs, the studio now sleeps 4 and the one bedroom sleeps 5. So hopefully with the refurbishments, we'll start seeing the one bedrooms sleeping 5 as we go. So number 12 coming in last place, not a surprise, and that is the Jambo House Value. And it did get one vote. So I'm thinking nobody put any information. I think it put one vote because it's the cheapest amount of points. It's a great value for points. But again, we weren't looking at points. We weren't looking at view, location, or anything like that. We were strictly talking about the room. Now for a room, obviously it's going to be smaller. It's like 3 feet shorter than the regular. So I think it's like missing a chair, but it's a great way. And the good thing about the values is that you can get a Savannah view. I think 40% of them do have a Savannah view. 20% have maybe a parking lot view, and then I don't know. So I think it's 40, and then maybe 20% of a parking view. So you have a really good chance to get a Savannah view at very cheap points. But as far as comfort, and it's probably going to be the smallest one bedroom on Walt Disney World property, and that's going to be Jambo House Value. Now, number 11 had 2 votes, and I forgot to mention the Value one bedroom sleeps 4. but the standard sleeps 5, and that's the one that came in at number 11. So the Jumbo House does have a pull-out sofa so you can sleep 2 adults, and then it has a twin bed or twin chair that turns into a twin pull-out. There's a couple of them. I didn't know this. I knew Old Key West had it. I knew Bay Lake Tower had it, but I didn't realize that other resorts had that. So Jumbo House is one of them. Therefore, it does sleep 5. We actually got upgraded once when we stayed 2 nights cash. We had booked a value studio and we got upgraded to a standard 1 bedroom at Jumbo House. Very, very nice, comfortable. The furniture is a little bulky, but we found that the layout was really nice. And again, the furniture was a little bulky. So I think that's kind of the reason why a lot of people maybe don't like it. But one of the things that is to mention as far as the Jumbo House that is very, very, appealing is that the bathroom can be accessed by not having to go through the master bedroom. So a lot of the resorts or a lot of the rooms, you actually have to go through the master bedroom to get to the bathroom, which is really inconvenient, especially if you have teenagers. With a little one, they're usually coming to me anyway to help them go potty. But when you have teenagers, hopefully that's not happening. So that's probably one of the things that's very appealing with Jumbo. I was kind of surprised it wasn't higher, but again, it's one of those that I think it's a really good room. You stay at Jumbo House because of the animals, the savannah, but as far as the room, it's a good room, but it doesn't stand out. So number 10 is another one with 2 votes. So I guess Jumbo and this one tied, and that is Boulder Ridge Villas. Now, Boulder Ridge Villas currently only sleeps 4 in a 1 bedroom. It just has a pull-out sofa, and it's in really dire need of a refurbishment. I believe it's due for a refurbishment next year, and hopefully it's going to get a beautiful rehaul because it is needed. We stayed there in December 2018, and actually no, we stayed there in December 2017, and it needed a refurbishment then. It was just looking worn. So the layout is very similar to that of Boardwalk and Beach Club, very, very similar layouts. I think even Saratoga Springs has a very similar layout, but I think why it ranks so low was because of the furniture, and the furnishings are just in need of a refurbishment. If you watch my video of best and worst rooms at Boulder Ridge, keep note because on the 5th floor, there's some that have vaulted ceilings. Do not recommend those rooms. Take a look at that video if you are booking Boulder Ridge, because we got one of those rooms and in a week, I must have banged my head like 20 times. So take a look because you don't want one of those rooms. So number 10 is Boulder Ridge Villas. Okay, number 9 had 3 votes, and it's a favorite of ours, but again, it's more for the resort, not the actual 1 bedroom, and that is the Boardwalk Villas. Now, if you watch our video from Christmas or December, we got one of those special corner units, which that one I think would be super high up, but we're not talking about those. We're talking about the regular average rooms that you can book, and I understand it. It's kind of the same layout as Boulder Ridge. It only sleeps 4, so it just has a pull-out sofa, and it's just kind of that similar layout that Boulder Ridge and Beach Club have. So I understand why it's not, high up. I really love the 1 bedrooms. I think they're very comfortable, but again, they're nothing special. When you book those resorts, you're booking them for the location. And in that same realm, number 8 is Beach Club Villas, which is pretty much the same layout. And again, that is that resort had 4 votes. And again, same layout, sleeps 4. The only thing with Beach Club is I think the sink. I think you have 1 sink instead of 2. I don't know. I remember some people saying that there were certain things that they didn't like at the Beach Club 1 bedrooms that they liked at Boardwalk. So kind of take a look at tours. If there's you're worried about counter space, take a look at that. But Beach Club did end up at, I guess it was number 8. And again, beautiful. I think they're great 1 bedrooms, but you stay there more for the location than you stay for the comfort of the room. Okay, number 7 had 5 votes, so just a little bit more, but this one does sleep 5. Now, this is one that for a 1 bedroom, we do want to stay here, but I don't know, it's not my ideal one bedroom setup. And that is Copper Creek Villas. And the reason why I personally don't like it is I don't like the kitchen. I guess it's called an alley kitchen where it's against the wall. Now, some people love that because they don't cook on vacation. They just want the extra space, so they don't mind that the kitchen is on the wall. We actually spend a lot of time in the kitchen. We usually make breakfast when we're staying for our long trip in December. We usually make breakfast, and sometimes we'll even have dinner or order in. And we like having that space in the kitchen. So we like having the extra space, to kind of move around. And but I do think it depends. I do love the bench setup that they have there, like the little, bench with the table. I think that's very, very kind of cozy. And then one thing that I love about this, now we haven't stayed here, but what I do love about this resort and these one bedrooms specifically is that it does have the twin pull down like trundle or Murphy bed under the TV. So, it does sleep 5. So I think that's one of the reasons why it's a little higher than the others. And that just makes it so for us with a 5-year-old, it makes it very easy where he could sleep there and we don't have to use the pull out sofa. So number 7 is Copper Creek Villas. Now, it's important to note that numbers 1 through 7 all sleep 5. So Copper Creek was the first one. Obviously, Jambo House was the one that ranked the lowest as the ones that sleep 5. But I think that says a lot that the rooms that rank the highest are the ones that sleep 5. So keep that in mind. So number 6 is Saratoga Springs, and this is based on the new refurbishments. I did put that in my notes, and this is based on the new refurbishments. So one of the things that people said that voted for Saratoga Springs. Now, Saratoga Springs had 9 votes, so it was a big jump from here. And people loved that it was an actual bed. So it does have 2 pull-down Murphy beds. It has the queen-size Murphy bed instead of a pull-out sofa, and then it has the twin-size Murphy bed underneath the TV. So you have 3 beds, actual beds, and that really makes a difference because if you've ever slept on a pull-out sofa, it is not comfortable. Our 5-year-old doesn't mind, but it does squeak and he doesn't really like that. But when we have the pull-down Murphy bed, it's an actual bed. Those beds are really, really comfortable. So Saratoga Springs, I think it's again, it's number 6 of the favorites. And Saratoga Springs gets a lot of slack as far as people saying it's the resort of last resorts, but I think with this latest refurbishment they really have made it very desirable, and I'm seeing a lot of positive feedback that people are like, wow, I stayed at this resort and I absolutely love it. So number 6 for best DVC one bedrooms is Saratoga Springs. Okay, so number 5, and this one was a little surprising to me, but not really. That is Grand Floridian Villas, or the Villas at Grand Floridian. And it had 12 votes. So if you think it only had 3 more votes more than Saratoga Springs, that's kind of surprising. And people, again, I think people that voted on it, there's a couple of features that it has. One, it's a beautiful layout. It has a beautiful like bench kind of booth type setup for the kitchen table. And then it has TVs in the mirrors in the bathroom. I mean, you can't beat that. It's the only resort that has it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful resort. I have not been lucky enough to stay at the Villas at Grand Floridian, hoping to. We're on a wait list. Probably won't come through, but that came in at number 5 as far as best DVC one bedrooms. Now, one thing to note about the bathrooms is the bathrooms have 2 places to shower. So it has a shower and a tub, and then it has a regular shower, but it's still all one bathroom, and there's only 1 toilet. So that's kind of, I think, one of the reasons why it's as high as it is 5, but it's also not in the top 3, which we'll talk about in a second. So that is number 5, Villas at Grand Floridian. And in a similar setup, we have number 4, which is the Riviera Resort. So the one bedrooms, now I haven't stayed in a one bedroom here. I have stayed in a studio, but we absolutely loved the studio. So the difference between, so this one had 23 votes, so almost double what the Grand Floridian had. And the reason why people voted for the Riviera over the Grand Floridian, they both have that split bathroom setup. So a shower and a bathtub with 1 sink and the 1 toilet. But the Riviera has the Murphy bed. And again, people love the Murphy bed. They say when you sleep on, you're sleeping on an actual bed, and the mattresses are very, very comfortable. It also has that twin Murphy bed, which is right underneath the TV. So very convenient if you have a little one who loves that. And then you don't even have to, like if you're like us and you just have one child, you can just use that twin bed. Or if you have two kids, they can actually have two real beds. Very, very convenient, very, very comfortable. I love the Riviera. We were surprised how much we loved it. So there is a difference with number 2 and 3 and why they ranked higher, and we'll get into that. But number 4 is the Riviera. Okay, so number 3 is Kidani Village. So Kidani Village, again, these all sleep 5, but Kidani Village is the first one that has 2 bathrooms. So it has a bathroom in the living room portion, and then it has a bathroom in the master bathroom. So everyone said Kidani Village and the next one because they have 2 bathrooms. So that really makes a difference. Now, if you're like me and you have a family of 3 with, 2 adults and a 5-year-old, it's not a huge difference to have that second bathroom. But if you have 3 children and you're a family of 5, that's going to be crucial. So that's really going to make a difference as to, just being able to get ready. And it's enough to have, it's one thing to have, 2 showers so people can get showers, or the child can take a bath and an adult can take a shower. However, having 2 different toilets is, a game changer for some families. So Kidani Village ends up at number 3, and it had, 24 votes. So just one more vote than Riviera. And the other DVC 1-bedroom that has 2 bathrooms is Bay Lake Tower. Now, Bay Lake Tower is a pretty large, I think it's in the 800 square feet. Most of them are in the 700 square feet around, square footage, but I think Bay Lake Tower is like 800 square feet. So while it does have the smallest studios, it has some of the larger 1-bedrooms. The layout is beautiful. Now, I would absolutely stay in a Bay Lake Tower 1-bedroom. I think they're gorgeous, they're modern, they're amazing. So it does have the 2 bathrooms, one in the living room or in the living room area, and then one in the master bedroom. And then it does have pull-out sofas, just like Kidani. Kidani does have pull-out sofas. Forgot to mention that, but it has the pull-out sofa, and then it has the smaller chair that is also a pull-out twin. So does Kidani. So Jambo House, Kidani, Bay Lake Tower, all 3 of those have a pull-out sofa and a pull-out chair, which therefore allows it to sleep 5. So you're still dealing with the pull-out, but you got the extra bathroom. So I think it depends on what you need for your family. If you are looking for an actual bed and you don't really care about that second bathroom, then you're going to go for either Riviera or Saratoga. If you really need that second, full bath, then you are going to go for Bay Lake Tower or Kidani Village. So number 2 is Bay Lake Tower, and that had 32 votes. And that leads us to our number 1 DVC 1-bedroom, the best 1-bedroom on Walt Disney World property, and that is Old Key West. And it is one of our favorites. It does sleep 5. It does have the pull-out sofa and the pull-out chair. I don't think, it just went through a refurbishment, so obviously it's not going to get the Murphy bed, but knowing the setup, I don't even know if they could do the Murphy bed type setup, but the reason why this one ranks so high is that it's over 1,000 square feet, and you feel it. It is so comfortable. We stayed there in 2019 for our vacation, and we are going back for 2021. We were able to book a 1 week there, and it is our favorite. We just feel so comfortable. It also, if you have a car, it makes a difference because you can park literally right outside your room. So it's almost like having an apartment. Makes it very easy to go to and from if you have a car. But that 1-bedroom is just huge. It has the kitchen is just this beautiful open layout. We use the chair, so it does have the pull-out chair for our son. So he had the twin, and he slept great on it. It was very, very comfortable for him. So our sofa never had to open. But if you do have 5, it does sleep 5. The one thing I will say with the 1-bedrooms is you want to get in one of the rooms in a 1-bedroom over buildings 30 and above, because anything below like 29 and below, you have to go through the master bedroom to get to the bathroom. However, for buildings, 30 and above, you actually can go through the laundry room. So I guess there was a wall, and now they basically tore down that wall so you can walk through. It's a door, and you can walk through the laundry room to get to the bathroom. So that just makes it so much easier. Again, if you have a little one, it's not going to, like for us, it wouldn't really make a difference because he's probably going to come to us anyway if he has to use the bathroom. But it just makes it easier to get to the bathroom if you're in the living room, to not have to walk all the way around the master bedroom. So I do recommend getting in one of those higher number buildings if you're staying in a 1-bedroom at Old Key West. But this one had 54 votes. So it was the clear winner in the My DVC Points community. I couldn't agree more. It is my favorite 1-bedroom. The only 1-bedroom that I would say competes with it is that corner 1-bedroom at Boardwalk. We felt when we went in there, we like, wow, this really feels a lot like the 1-bedrooms at Old Key West. However, there's only 3 of those. So you can't guarantee, and you can't book that, which is why I didn't include it in this poll. So with that, Old Key West is considered the best 1-bedroom on Walt Disney World property. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.